Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to see me make the first ever recipe that I'm going to make today from the new Scoville World Air Fryer book, then you'll want to stay tuned. So as I mentioned, I've got the new air fryer book in front of me. I'm not going to hold it up because of copyright reasons, so I want to make sure that I'm not breaking any rules. But yeah, these are fajita steak bites. Basically what we're going to be doing today is using some steak cut up into pieces, and that will be there with the fajita vegetables instead of your usual chicken that we'd maybe normally expect to have. But basically what it is it's a smoky beef, onion and pepper char grill which will take place in our air fryer, which I'm really looking forward to make. This recipe here calls for using some yogurt coated cucumber to make this more slimming friendly instead of using sour cream, but I do not and I can't have cucumber and I do not like it, so I'm just going to miss that bit out. But of course, if you want to make this at home completely, by all means do that if you wish. But the rest of the vegetables will be absolutely speed, sin-free, and for me, very much enjoyable. So first of all, it's a 30-minute meal, so it doesn't take long at all to make, and it is also a free meal. There are no sins attached to it, and it is an SP meal as well. So if any of you guys are following the SP plan on Scoville World, which including lots of speed and protein, so there are no free foods as such like potatoes or chips or whatever it is, you have to make sure that everything is a speed food or a protein food in it. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of ingredients here, but essentially we're going to be making our own fajita seasoning, so there are no sins attached to that at all, and that's just by using some of our sort of covered spices that we already have at home. As I mentioned, we have some steak, so we have a sirloin steak, just reminding myself there. We've got a sirloin steak here that we're going to trim the fat off before we cook it, and we've also got some cherry tomatoes, low calorie cooking spray for making our food nice and toasted in the air fryer. We've also got some peppers, we've got a red onion, and as I said, I've missed out the Greek yogurt and the cucumber, but if you wish to add that in, then by all means do so. I will be serving mine with lettuce as well, which is just your sort of shredded iceberg lettuce as well. So what I'll do is I'll just pop my book down, and this is the steak that I've got, which was part of a recent Asda haul that I've done. So if you haven't checked that haul out already and you're interested, then please feel free to take a look, and I'll pop the link up here. So this was part of a mix and match meat deal, which was any two sort of types of meat for £8, which in this day and age is pretty good value. So I'm really looking forward to this. We did try to choose a steak that had pretty pretty minimal fat throughout it, to be honest, and I'll just show you what we managed to sort of pick up. Excuse the label across the front there, but the majority of the fat is right round the very edge, so the perimeter of the meat, and therefore it will make it really easy to cut all of that off and therefore make it a sin-free meal. So let's go and take a look at how we're going to make all of this, and I am so excited. Okay, so I know I've given you a list of the ingredients, but I always think it's easier to see them as well. It helps you visualise what you need to pick up in the supermarket. So as we said, we have our seasonings here. We've got some chilli powder, paprika, cumin. We've got our speedy vegetables, including 3 different types of pepper, and we've also got a red onion as well. So we'll slice up all of the vegetables into sort of strips and wedges. We've also got our steak, as I said. We'll cut the fat off, and again we'll cut this into sort of cubes or strips. We'll see how we feel. We've got our iceberg lettuce bags here, which we will use as a bed for our meal, and we've also got the crunchy, juicy, vine-ripened cherry tomatoes, which will be popped into our air fryer as well, and they will stay on the vine for presentation purposes. Okay guys, so what we've done here is we've chopped up our steak, we've cut all of the fat off of it, and we've also put in our seasonings as well. So we've got some salt and pepper in there. We've got about maybe 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, a teaspoon of cumin, and we've also got about 1/2 teaspoon of chilli powder. The chilli powder that I'm using is the hot one, and it is very hot, so I don't want to ruin this dish by making it too spicy. So what we'll do is we'll just give things a bit of a stir together, and we'll make sure all of the steak is coated in our lovely seasoning. And again, you can use different spices and seasonings if that's what you want to do. It's completely up to yourself how you make this, and you can personalise it with your favourite seasonings and spices. So don't feel like you have to copy me. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm here to just give you some ideas as well. So that is all nicely coated. I'll just show you that a little bit closer there. Looks pretty good, smells lovely. So before we go any further, we'll pop this aside for 10 minutes, as I said, and we will then pop our tomatoes into the air fryer, which is the next step. Okay, so we have preheated our air fryer to 200 degrees Celsius, and that took around 5 minutes or so. I don't normally preheat my air fryer because it's excellent, but the recipe does call for you to do this, and I think it's just so you get a little bit of head on being able to char grill your veg in the air fryer from scratch. So what we'll do is we'll just pop the basket out, and we will take our tomatoes on the vine, pop them in there and spray with some fry light. So we'll cook these for 4 minutes until a little bit charred and soft, and we'll take them out and see how they look. Okay, so our tomatoes should be cooked, so we'll just take them out from the air fryer now. Oh, they look lovely, really, really good. Not too dark, not too soft. We want to still maintain the shape of the tomatoes, which is really important. So we'll just pop them down and bring in a little plate, which we'll use. Now the tomatoes are cooked, we'll just set them aside until we're ready to use them at the end as part of our sort of main serving within the dish. So hopefully I can pick these up easily, very carefully. There we go. Success. So I'll just pop these to the side. And now what we're going to do is tumble in all of our vegetables. So we've got our red onion and our peppers, which we have cut up, and we will add them into the air fryer with a little bit of fry light. There we go. Now you want to be quite liberal with this fry light just to make sure that nothing burns too much, and you want to just make sure everything gets a nice coating. Give that a little bit of a shake around. I think that should be okay. So now what we're going to do is pop these back into the air fryer at 200 degrees for about 8 minutes. I will check them around halfway through just to make sure that they're cooking nicely and everything gets an even chance at cooking in the air fryer. So pop this in here. 200 for 8 minutes, and we'll see how they turn out. Hey guys, if I can just take a little second of your time just to ask, if you're not already a subscriber, please do continue to watch my videos, but of course I would love if you could subscribe as well. It really does help me create more and more excellent content for you guys at home, and I would love to continue to do so. So please, if you could just take a small second of your day to do that, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. So that's our vegetables cooked. I think they look nicely brown, not too dark, but some nice crisp bits in there as well. So now what we're going to do is add in our steak to this mix. So pop this back in here for a second and I will go grab our steak. So we have our steak here as we saw earlier. So I'm just going to add this into the air fryer. And for medium, you would want this round about sort of 6 minutes or so in the air fryer at 200. this is what it looks like. And we'll pop this back in now. Okay, so you may be able to see from the timer that there were around 2 minutes left there, but it's all finished. I'm quite happy with how it looks. We quite like our meat to be quite succulent, not too overcooked, and I'm quite happy that the vegetables in there are suitably soft and charred as well. So what I'm going to do now is just go away, pop this onto a plate and present it to you guys at the end, and I'll tell you how good it tastes. Okay guys, we've got the finished product here. I'm really excited to show you what we've got and I cannot wait to dig in. So I'll just quickly show you a little bit closer on what it looks like on the plate. So I don't know if you agree, but I think it looks absolutely amazing. Of course you can personalise this in any way as you like, as I said before, but let's give it a little taste and see how it is. Really, really good. It's the first time I've ever cooked a steak in an air fryer, but my goodness, it's turned out really good, very soft, and yeah, I'm really impressed with it. Really nice flavouring as well with the fajita spices that we've made on our own. And if you want to give them a shot, please let me know if you do try them in the comments box below. So as always, thank you so much for watching. This has been a SP and sin-free meal, and I hope you have enjoyed the video. So thank you so much, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye.